Friends, how are you? Igor Pashkovsky is here, Woodinville, Bellevue comments, and let's talk real estate. We are in August 2024, believe it or not. I have a market update. I have some thoughts on market. It's an interesting time, where are we going with interest rate cuts in September and stuff like that. So I'll explain it to you. I'll make it simple, but let's bombard through numbers first. Let's look on the east side. Let's talk about Bellevue market. And without ever overdue, you're a professional of real estate. Let's get going. We always talk the market is directly correlated to how much inventory is available. And then inventory had grew quite a bit, but not as much as we should have had it to break the market or change the market. So inventory on the east side for the last months, we had 1.2 months of inventory. It's way better, 2.4 in 2021, absolutely. And the more market is easing out, right? The lower the interest rate gets, the more sellers feel comfortable to sell their homes or put their homes to the market and move because they can afford to move as well. So inventory is slightly increasing, right around 1.2 months, which is a good thing. That's what we want if you are a buyer in today's real estate market. Median price. With that being said, the median price is very consistent around $1.62 million. It's still 8% year over year increases. As you've seen, obviously, the big 32% in 2021. But then we have modest increases of 7, 6, and 8% respectively. That's just how it should be. And if you think about it, 8%, that's a lot. 8% a year, that is a lot. We got to remember, these are homes for people to live in. It's not, penny stock market. So, but anyhow, 1.6 on the median. And as we go in the year, we call it the first couple of months of the year, the first 5 to 6 months, this is the most equity gaining months in real estate. And going into the second half, the market slows down. So buyers, pay attention, because we have, in June, we had 50% of homes sold over asking, and in July is 43%. So there are fewer multiple offers. There is more inventory to choose from, and this is the time to act on real estate. Let me show you where the payments are on those, the interest rates, and historic comparison year over year. I know, I promise you will go fast. So if you look at this graph of number of listings sold above the list price, we're in 2024. It's a very bright blue line. And every year, the first all the way till May, in June, the market kind of skyrockets as it's very, very hot. And going into July, the amount of multiple offers start to decrease because people are going traveling in late July and August, and the market just simply slower, as usually inventory could increase, and we're just phasing off of that straight line right after. And this year is pretty much the same. The big one was 2022, as you could see, because the market was insane, and when the Fed announced the interest rate hikes, it just dropped off the cliff. So payment wise, look, current months versus the prior year of July, the interest rates are starting to drop, and there was the big announcement of the Fed. We're expecting the interest rate cut of 0.25% in September. They don't want to call it emergency cut, but it's kind of look like an emergency cut. So we expect the market, that rate will boost the market up. And I believe that inventory that we have right now for a little bit over a month would slowly but surely disappear. Let's look into Seattle. Let's see how that market is doing. France, Seattle, let's talk about it. The inventory in Seattle, 2 months. Isn't it great? Isn't it what the buyers wanted to? The inventory is up 25% year over year. This is exactly what we need. And if you are the buyer looking and watching this video, call us. This is the time of change before the cuts are here, right? Before it got a lot more affordable and before all the buyers are jumping on it. This is the time to act and get yourself a house. 2 months of inventory. In comparison, look at it. Since 2015, We've never had 2 months of inventory around this time. Like it's been, 1/6 at best for the summer. So this summer, there are homes to choose from. The median price, we got it, 972,000. Wow, that's a lot. That is actually a lot. So amount of sales increased, amount of pending sales increased, more inventory increased, and still the prices went up 8% year over year, which is a lot. But amount of multiple offers scales down. I just explained it for the east side, 34% of homes sold over asking, and that's a great thing because this is when you want to buy, when there are fewer multiple offers, when there is more inventory. Isn't it the goal of it to buy when the market, when buyers say, I'm going to wait until so and this and that, this is the time. So payments, interest rates dropping. You see the table for the payments. In comparison, this year it's still more expensive this year to buy than the last year. Last year was the time to buy. This year it's slightly more expensive. And if we just compare it to year over year, again, 2024, it's a bright blue line. We are moving within the market on other, annual basis. So Seattle is doing fantastic. This is the time. Let's look into Snohomish County. So friends, Snohomish County, I actually do, when you have clients in that 7 to 800, 850, 900 range that want to find a good find home, Snohomish County is usually where people will look at. So we always keep track of numbers, and right now, as you see, the inventory is better, 1.3 months, better definitely than a year ago. So there is a big increase of inventory comparing year over year. And the median price, I'm not surprised, but the whole median price is right around $818,000. That's for the median. It's still quite expensive. 9% year over year increase. 9% is a lot, and the interest rates are still high. So the question, what's going to happen when we start having cuts? You don't have to be a genius. So before we do have a cut, that's the better time to connect and find a good home for that buyer. So year over year, over asking, we had 35% of homes, good homes, sell over asking. If you're a property owner, you still want to reach out to us because you want to be one of the 35% that sell over asking. And there is the formula of this, how invest $1 to get $5 back, and we'll be happy to share with you. So Snohomish County is doing remarkably well. Let's wrap it up with a few conclusions. So friends, to wrap it up, conclusion. We're end of summer, it's August. The market typically is slower. There is more inventory, there are fewer buyers. The buyers that are motivated, they find deals right around this time. When we go into September, when we do have that cut, it's not just a cut, a change of a percentage. It's a change of the direction of where the Fed is going. So don't just think, oh yeah, but it's only going to be a 0.25%. Well, it is a 0.25%, but they say the next year it will be the whole 1%. So I believe the next spring will be very, very busy. This fall, the market will speed up. So if you're a buyer, you want to act now. You want to find that inventory that exists now, today. If you're a seller and it happened to be, we do have some listings right now. People just happen to sell due to relocation or whatever the reason. You want to make sure that the property is perfect. It's beautiful because you want to be one of the 35% of sellers that get multiple offers on their homes. And we know how. Please share this video, like, comment, let us know what you think of it. I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.